Good evening. Tonight, I'm going to pour all this leftover paint. And I'm also going to do 2 pours, one with these colors, and then another one with just these colors. Okay, so to start, just let you know how we do this rock pouring. You can either do it on a rack, you can do it flat surface. There's many different ways to do it. My preference is flat, mainly so the bottoms are not drippy, they're flat. Hey there, Terry. And so that's my preference on that, but it just depends on how you like to pour. You can pour on a rack or you pour flat. I like to be able to pick it up and move it, so it's easier for me so I don't mess it up. And I'm going to do 2 pours, well 3. One with the leftover paint here. It's so pretty. I'm hoping it pours out just like it looks. And then 2 others with these colors. Not too sure how much of each, but these colors in 1 pour. And then these colors in another pour. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to do this color first, see how this pours out. These are all leftovers. I'm not too sure what's in the bottom of this, but this is what's in the top. So I want to start this one on the flat rock. So I think I'll start on this one, see how that comes out. I'm letting it kind of go slow. Really pretty too. It's got a lot of different stuff in there. I'm just going to come around the other side. So that one came out really pretty. I like all the little details in here, how it did that. That came out really pretty. On the top you can kind of see the cells start to pop on the top part. But I don't have one of those blasters, so if you have one of those blasters, it kind of brings the cells out too. But this looks pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to use the rest of this and pour the rest of these. So I'm just going to go one by one and see how it comes out. It's crazy how it did a little circle right there. That looks really shiny. Okay, next one, let's see what happens. I think I had gray underneath because I can kind of tell the gray starting to come out now. Just like watching it, the paint fall looks pretty cool. Hey there, Dee Dee. So I've done 3 so far, and these are the leftover stuff, just my leftover paints. This one came out really cool. This one, I'm going to let you know that I'm not loving this, so I'm just going to put a little bit over the top. Just want to spread a little paint over because it wasn't looking like how I wanted it to, but that's all right. So that looks pretty cool. Kind of separating, must have a lot of oil in there, something that's really separating right there. But so far this one came right off the top. This was the first one. This one's my favorite so far. Okay, now I'm getting to the bottom of the cup, so some more gray. Just kind of letting it come out of the cup because it's already got the stripes in there. Still got to get the end piece. Looks pretty cool. Okay, I have enough for the last one that's here. And this is just all leftovers, so just know that it's not a waste sometimes. This is a combination of a bunch of colors that I had in a cup. That looks pretty cool. Hey there, Patsy. Hopefully you guys aren't up too late right now. Now I know I said just colors on this one, but I think this leftover pour had some oil in it, so there might have been some oil in there. This one's looking really neat. So I won't be giving this one out. This one's a favorite. Okay. Sometimes I just hang on to the rocks for like a couple weeks. It's like an eye right there. It's like an eyeball. Just because they look so pretty, but I have to let them go because I can't keep them all. My husband will be mad. It's bad enough that I always have at least 100 on hand, so you've got to let them go. Okay, this last one, I'm not a fan of this one right here, so let's just keep pouring the paint over and see what happens to this one. I'm going to kind of do a little squiggly on the top, see what happens. I like that, that looks pretty cool. Needed some jazzing up on that top. It's got a nice shine to it. Okay. Okay, continuing on. That was my leftover pour that was all set up. So now someone had said brown and turquoise and green. So these ones are all the ones I wanted to pull out. Patsy says it's 1:30 in South. Is it Georgia? Is that what I'm saying? I'm saying that right? But she usually stays up to 2 or 3 pouring. You go, girl. Sometimes I can stay up till 1 and then I don't realize it's that late already. Okay, so I'm going to use, I haven't used this brown before, but it's chocolate brown and it's got some shine to it. It's kind of a shiny paint, so I'm going to use that. I'm not too sure how thick this paint is. It feels a little thick. Not too bad. Not too bad. But it's got a shine to it. It almost looks like a copper color. So that one. And then I'm just going to do colors today. No whites in there, just colors. See what happens. And then I'm going to use this Color Shift Aqua Flash just because I need to get rid of the color. I have a little bit left in here. So just finish it off. And let's see what we got here. Ocean Breeze. So I'm doing the brown and the turquoise, and then there's a green, and then I'm going to get a green. 2 of these. And then I got another brown color that I never use, so I thought I'll use this coffee color. Give it a try. Ooh, it's kind of, it is really thick. I'm going to have to skip that one. We're going to go back to this other brown that looks like copper. And I picked 2 greens, so I think I like the emerald better. So I'm going to use the emerald green. And the Color Shift green. And because I want to make sure it's mixed up, let me get a little mixer. Kind of want to make sure the green doesn't come off the top. I'm just kind of not really mixing it up, but a little bit, just a little bit of the bottom. I'm going to mix around. And we'll see what happens with these colors. Try this flat rock right here. Kind of want to do circles and see what happens. Oh, and that came out really pretty. It's really shiny. Look at all that extra overflow. Definitely going to do some transfers with that one. That one's pretty cool. But that's really bright. Okay, so now let's go to this next one. I did put brown in there, but you can't see it. So I'm going to add brown to the top just to make sure it doesn't all come in the bottom. So I'm going to put it on the top, and then I'm going to add some emerald green back in. And then I'm going to use a stick again. I'm just going to swirl it up a little bit. Okay, now let's do this one. Hi there, Louise. So I'm just going to pour it straight out of the cup. I try to make, like, not like I'm making a design, but I try to attempt to do some type of design or keep the same look, but this looks really cool. Trying to get a better angle at it. It looks really neat. Okay, let's see if I have enough for another one. I think I do, but I'm gonna do a transfer rock just because this paint, the combination of these two extra paints, probably it's gonna look really nice on a rock. Let me see if I have one. This flat one. Flat ones are always best for the transfers. So I'm going to kind of rest this here and take a little bit of both of these paints and put it on this rock. Just kind of slowly tilt off of the rock so I can keep the design and kind of pull it back. That one, it kind of fell over the top on that one. That one came out pretty good. Try to back up so you can see it. Okay. Now the last one is a combination of these. But I'm going to see what we've done so far, so I'll just show you guys. So these were leftovers. This was the first one that was poured. It came out really cool. And then the paint started coming through with the gray in the bottom, so that got a little darker. This one reminds me of an owl eye, like an owl's eye. And that one looks really cool. Very cool. I didn't know if it was going to keep that same look of the owl's eye, but it looks really neat. This one's pretty cool. This one looks pretty good. At first it didn't come out as good as I'd like, so I poured over it, and that was a good idea because it looks better. This one's really bright. I really think it's going to come out just like this when it dries too. This one came out really neat, really, like, it's going to look like a gem. And this one, I think I hit the top of that. Paint the corner really quick. Okay, now I'm going to move to the last colors. So I could do these last three, and these are the colors. It's black, gold, and then like a pearl-like, I don't know, it looks like the green color. So I guess I want to use, I don't think I got much of this, so this will be a small one. Let's put the black at the bottom. Oh, I don't have much of that. Let's see what I could do. I'm going to add some of this brown to it. Okay. Now I got some gold, so I'm going to put the gold in there. Oops. Hold on one sec. I'm very prepared today. Okay. I'm going to pour the rest of the gold in here. And then I got a lot of this pearl color, so that's going to look pretty cool. So it kind of was the brown color that I used first, because I didn't have much black. And then gold in this pearl color. What is this? Pearl? Hummingbird. Hummingbird color. And it's kind of shiny too. Okay. Grab my stick. Just going to swirl it just a little bit, just like get a little design in there. And then I'm going to pour this big one right here. And since I got a nice design, I'm going to just pour it over and see what happens. Actually, I'm going to pour on top. That one looks pretty good. I mean, I kind of want a different, let me see. I'm trying to think of a way to jazz this up a little bit. Hold on. Okay, let's see if I could swirl on top of this. Swirls can make it look a little bit better. It was looking a little plain. So all I really did was put some paint on top and just swirled it in with the others. Okay, you can over swirl, so I'm not going to try to do too much. Looks like a bird's eye in there or something, or a bird face. Trippy. I do like the way that that swirled up underneath right there. So I'm happy with that. That looks cool. Sometimes it's a happy mistake and you just can fix it like that. So that was cool. Let's go to the next one. Let's do this flat one. Let's see what's in here. I think I'm gonna pour these two paints together. Sorry, I'm a bit quiet tonight. My baby just went to sleep. Well, not baby, but she's 3, but just trying to be quiet. We don't want her to wake up. Okay, so I just used this extra paint from the other pour. And I'll give it a little mix together. And then I'm gonna pour it over. I think I'm gonna use this bigger rock because I might only have enough for one. Okay. So I'm going to go back and forth on this one. This one looks pretty cool. See, so that one looks pretty cool. I like the way the browns come together and the gold. The black kind of got faded out because I didn't have this much black, but that really looks really cool. So I'm gonna just finish this one, last one off, and I'm going to sign off for tonight. Kind of just did a little short amount of pours tonight. Sometimes I go pretty long, but this one is a small one. Let's see. That one came out really pretty. Let's hope that they dry that way. Okay. This green one's really bright. really cool. And the pink ones. I like the cells, but I like seeing them, but I don't use a full Otrol, so I just use these. The colors, okay, I will. I'm going to show the colors I used right now. And just so you know, all these pink colors right here, that was from a previous pour. They were all leftovers. So those ones I don't have the colors for. So the colors I used on these ones were this green, emerald green, this green color shift, Craft Smart Ocean Breeze, and this chocolate color, which really got overpowered because I don't really see much of the chocolate in here, a little bit. The greens and the blues kind of took the color over there. And then for this one and this one, really like the swirls on that one. I used the gold, the hummingbird, this color, and I think I put some, pretty sure I put some emerald in there too. So it was these colors for this last two. Okay guys, I am tired. This one's gonna be a short one. And then Patsy asked me, have I heard about the new Deco Art medium? No, I haven't. I like using mediums, but I rarely do. I mainly just use the colors that pour together. But I love looking at everybody else's ideas and stuff. They're really cool. Alright guys, you guys have a good evening, and thanks for joining, and I will save this for the group. Have a good night, everybody.